And welcome to today's Retirees with Certified Financial Planner Wayne Maslick of Great Lakes Benefits and Wealth Management. Now, on today's program, before we get started, I wanted to address something. Wayne has no idea that I'm going to do this, but we are going to change Wayne's name to the Incredible Shrinking Man. You have lost a lot of weight.
Hey, Rich, about a year and a half ago, I committed on this show.
Yes, you did.
Right. Television and radio that I was blowing up and getting too fat, and it's time to start getting a little more healthy.
You're looking good.
So, yeah, thanks. I'm down now 50, 60 pounds, depending on the day.
Yeah.
One tip of advice, carbs are the enemy. So it's low carb and, just try and be sensible.
And that is exactly what my doctor told me just the other day when I was to see him. He said, carbs are no good.
Yeah, especially for me, you eat pasta or French fries or, chips, rice. I love Chinese and fried rice. You you splurge now and then, but...
Right.
So I had to lay off of that stuff.
So, well, thank you. It's looking very, very good. On today's program, we are going to be talking about a few different subjects, but they all sort of all roll into one. So if you are a regular listener or a regular viewer of today's Retirees, you'll sort of get the idea of where we're going here. But the first thing that we're going to talk about, Wayne, and you had this in one of your investment letters to some of your clients. So let me just take a moment. If folks are viewers and listeners, they can get your newsletter, not your investment letter, but your newsletter absolutely free by going to the website.
Yeah, today'sretirees.com or greatlakesbenefits.com, the name of my company. That goes out to folks that just want to be kept up with some of the topics in the news and what's going on in the economy, kind of loose, what's going on in my life. I talk about when we have client events or family vacations, and it's kind of a loose, fun letter. We have recipes, puzzles in there, pictures of client events. We also have a contest. We have the Today's Retirees handkerchief.
Yes.
Okay, it's called I'm a Today's Retiree. So I have an ongoing contest that when my clients travel, you got to be a client, right? It's not just for anyone that gets the letter. You have to be a client of mine. When they travel the world, they have to take a picture of them holding the Today's Retirees handkerchief. And we pick some winners every month, and they get a nice gift card. And there's been some pretty good pictures so far in way interesting parts of the world.
Wonderful.
And my clients are getting very creative, and they keep coming in weekly.
That is great.
Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, the investment letter is only for clients that I manage money for. Money in the markets. They get one every month, and it's more of a boring, detailed what's going on in politics, the economy, the stock market, bond markets, the whole bit, and it's real personal about their investments.
Sure.
Not necessarily to their household or them in particular, but their risk money. So it's a good piece, and I kind of got off track last month and got a little personal as far as the topic we're talking about today.
Sure. Well, sometimes I think we need to realize that our money is personal. And in our financial position. And one of the things that I like about what you have done through the course of this program is you talk about wrapping up all your planning so that you have a good understanding and a good position for your family. It's not just about buying stocks or bonds. You need to know everything: your insurance, your retirement, your long-term health care. All of those things have to be, wills and estates and all of that, and you help put all that together.
Yeah, you have to have good balance. And, one of the topics about today's show is how I'm seeing lately, or just noticing, I guess, maybe it's been the mood I'm in, but a lot of unbalance with folks out there regarding their money. It's like, it is personal, but I see a lot of folks putting too much emphasis on it, where their whole life revolves around their money.
Sure.
Their interest rate they're earning, the deal they can get, how they can beat their neighbor out of a couple bucks,
Sure.
or the waitress, So I do want to talk about that today. I think we need to lighten up a little bit with our money, and enjoy some of the other things in life, like the topics we're going to talk about today.
Sure. Well, let's talk about one of the first part of this is you talk about your kids or your money. And what do you when you say that? What are you referring to?
Well, I want folks to kind of look into their own heart, personality, their own life, and what do they spend more time thinking about? Their money or their kids?
Sure.
And unfortunately, I see a lot focusing too much on their money.
Okay.
Now, we've talked in the program about folks helping their kids too much, their adult kids, their 40s, 50s, and moving back in or asking mom and dad for money. And, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking, general, normal situation. Some people are so focused on their money and following it and what the market do today. They're looking at the market all day long, every day, and they're seeing how much they made or lost at the end of the day. And they could be putting that energy elsewhere.
Sure.
It's like you're not supposed to do that if you're in the market. It's long term. Long term is 8 to 10 years or longer. Warren Buffett says if you can't be in the market for 10 years, you shouldn't be in it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if you're in it for long term, why are you looking at it every day, all day?
Right.
It's not healthy, and to me, it's just kind of an unbalanced life.
Sure. Raises the stress level to a point where it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it takes your thoughts and your time away from the other things that matter in your life, like your kids, right? Or we have some other
right. Well, I guess the first three things here: your kids, your family, and your friends. These are the people who are most precious to you.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel that people should take some of their focus off of their money and put it more onto their kids, their friends, their family. I think it's more time well spent. It's better to have those loved ones on your mind and in your mind than what the interest rate is at the local bank.
Sure. Well, what I'm hearing you say, and what you were saying earlier about the balance, and this is what's important about working with a certified financial planner like Wayne, is he's not a marriage counselor and you're not a pastor. So
yeah.
So
most of the time I'm not.
But you need to get that balance in your life, and one of the nice things that working with Wayne is he can help you see and become comfortable with your finances and how they are managed. That, I think, is important.
Yeah, once you know your money is where it's at for a purpose, why is your money in this account? So too many people, it's just, well, the broker said that was a good investment. Or I don't know, that's what my last advisor told me. So I like to, I use the buckets of money approach. I like to know, have my clients know why we have this amount of money in this type of investment. The purpose of why did we do that? Not just because it sounded good at the time. And once you have your money in the right places and you know why it's there, you do not have to worry about it every day or every week or even every month. Remember, it's long term. It doesn't matter what the market does between now and the end of this month. What matters is what we have 8-10 years from now.
Sure.
And if you don't look at it like that, you're going to make mistakes when we have market corrections. Emotions are going to step in, and you're going to make the wrong decisions at the wrong time, and you're going to get hurt.
Right.
And you end up losing more than you need to.
Sure. All right, friends, listen. Go to the website, todaysretirees.com, or pick up that phone. Now, if it's on the weekend, please leave your name and number, and one of the ladies will call you back. And set up a time when you can go in and talk to Wayne and let him help you with that balance. 866-626-3990. We'll be back right after this.